build the track with the singer, you know, as the song progresses into being finished. You know, that's that. You know, you're pretty much architecting the whole song.
Sure. And as a producer, are you a big part of the mix?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, you gotta tell the mix engineer, hey, I want that snare louder, I want that kick fatter, or I want, you know, my sense on the left and the right, or whatever. So same thing with, you know, just same thing with,
Sure.
yeah.
As a producer, would you consider yourself a picky person during the mix?
Oh yeah. A producer is always picky. And I don't know, I don't say always, but for me, I'm always critiquing the track, whether every sound needs to be perfect, you know what I mean? To where it goes down from the snares to the kick, to the hi-hats, to programming. Everything needs to be tight, like how I like it. Because, I mean, that's what I am, a producer.
Well, would you say that the song or the beat or the production was influenced by, even starting when you started the creation, and those sounds and the way that you panned them out, the way that your volumes were,
right?
heavily influenced the song.
There's no blueprint to the way like it's done. We could get all the way down to almost being finished, and I'm like, man, that snare just doesn't hit right, or like I'm not feeling the way the kick is, or something like that. So it goes all the way down to the very end, and then, you know, once it's done, like it's refreshing. It's like, oh, finally,
Sure.
It's done.
No, I only asked because we've mixed a few times together.
Oh yeah, and you know that we change things all the time.
The whole picky thing.
He hates it too, because like we'll be so close, and like, man, you got to pull that back up. Like, I just don't like the way the bass is sitting. It's not knocking in the trunk or whatever. You know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, if it's not right, it's not done.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that's part of being a producer. You know, just getting it to exactly the way you want it, because that's your job. You're a producer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me ask you this kind of question. What type of gear did you start with? Not so much DJing, but more
from DJing, my first thing was like a 4-track, a cassette 4-track, and I would just start, you know, recording samples and stuff like that. And then that went to the drum machine.
So wait, you would build? You actually had a 4-track?
Yeah, I had a 4-track.
I never knew this.
I had a 4-track.
And you would build off of your turntables?
Yeah, like I had a small, like Elisa's drum machine, and then I would scratch the loops that I would find on records, or, you know, because I didn't have a sampler back then, so we had to do what we had to do, you know, like pretty much go through James Brown records, and I already had the drums, and I would just 4-track, record this in, and bring it back, record this in, and just constantly do that. And then one of my friends said, hey, I was living in Overland at the time, and there was a skating rink called Saints, and they had a studio in it. And we went in there, and they had a drum machine called the MPC 60. And this was like the most amazing thing that I've ever seen whenever I seen it. It did everything that I was trying to do. And so that was like my first piece of gear after that. And then keyboards came.
Do you remember the sample length on the MPC 60?
It was a 5-second.
So you had 5 seconds.
You had 5 seconds, and then sometimes those loops wouldn't even fit in 5 seconds, so you had to take the record, the turntable, and speed it up, like put it on 45, and then once it's in the MPC, you slow it down in the MPC just to fit that 5 seconds. There was a bunch of tricks we had to do, and it was mono, so it wasn't stereo. There was a bunch of tricks we, you know.
But the limitations, you didn't know any better.
No, I mean, yeah, it made us work, and it made us creative.
Sure. What any type of keyboard you started with back then?
I think we had the Kirkswell back then in the studio. My favorite to this day, my mom financed Trinity, and to this day, like, I still have it. I made country grammar on it, and it's my controller. As much as I don't like it now, but it's still there. It like reminds me of the struggles where I came from to now.
Speaking of that Trinity, what other type of synths or keyboards do you own?
I love Moogs. I'm a big fan of, I have a mini Moog Voyager, Source. I have so many Moogs. I just love the way they sound. They're real, the bass is real heavy, and synths are endless. Like, make so many weird sounds and do crazy things with it. What else do I like?
Do you have any vintage?
Oh yeah,
keyboards?
Moogs. Yeah, all my Moogs are vintage, and then I have sequential circuits. I have Oberheims. I have so many different. I go through phases where I get tired of a piece of gear and I'll get something new just to kind of give me inspiration and creativity, just so for new sounds and stuff like that. But I mean, I can pretty much make a beat out of anything. You know what I mean? Leave me in a studio with a certain amount of gear, like I can make something happen.
Nice. What about recording gear? Do you have? I know you have your own studio. What kind of equipment do you have in that studio?
Like as far as preamps and stuff.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Well, I have a lot. Like I love blue microphones. I have a lot of blue. Not the whole collection, but I love blue microphones.
What do you like about them?
There's different reasons for different things.
Any of them your particular favorites?
The bottle is my favorite. The big bottle is definitely just because the heads are interchangeable to your situation.
Who bought their bottle first? You or me?
I bought mine first.
You sure?
Positive. I think I bought mine first, and you bought yours because you like the way it sounds.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
But
the funny thing is, at the time, I was traveling around with maybe 8 or 10 microphones, and when I'd go through TSA, which back then was just airport security, I would have to wait about 40 minutes just to check every single one.
Yeah.
And he introduced me to the blue bottle, where it was a miking system where if anybody knows that particular microphone, it's a tube mic that each head is a little capsule like this, and you just take it off and put the new one on, and you can literally show up with 8 microphones, 10 microphones in a case.
Yeah, I mean, they're perfect for everything. Like bottom line, like you're recording horns, strings, guitar, vocal. Like blue microphone has you covered. The bottom has you covered.
It's the price of a cheap car, but get what you pay for. Yeah. What about other types of equipment? What kind of preamps do you like?
I have a Vipre. That's a tube mic mic pre, and I really love the APIs, just because it's so simple and it's pretty true. It's not a tube, solid state. It's just accurate. I feel like it doesn't put any color onto your sound. So what you're already putting into it, it just kind of enhances it a little bit.
So you notice a difference between the different styles of mic pre's, tube, solid state, even the different manufacturers of different solid state preamps?
No.
Really? Come on.
Do I know the difference?
No, I'm saying you notice the difference.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I definitely notice
preamps,
a difference.
Yeah.
But as far as like the actual the manufacturing of it.
Oh no! I'm talking about sonically. Because
I just know it sounds good. I'm just like, that sounds great.
And you'll go grab different preamps for different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you ever consider yourself to use one preamp, one microphone, one compressor for the rest of your life?
No. I mean, there's definitely too many different situations that I would use different mic pre's for different reasons.
Sure.
I don't know, just tube makes everything sound fatter. It puts a little bit more color onto it.
Definitely.
Than a solid state. A solid state is just really clean. But if you're trying to get that real bottom bass and heavy, low end, then I'll go through a tube.
And you mentioned that Vipre mic pre. That's a great preamp.
Yeah.
It's
variable impedance. It just sounds different every time you hit it. I don't know the exact technological.
I don't either, but I'm sure some of the guys here do.
Yeah. So that's why I like it.
Yeah, of course. What about a favorite vocal chain? Do you have one of those? They're
Lately,
always evolving, but
lately I've been using the 1176.
Really?
And sometimes 1176 or LA2A and Neve. I've just been, or not Neve. I'm sorry, the API.
Yeah. What about your mic? The bottle?
Still in the bottle.
Do you have a particular capsule you like?
I think the D6 is what it's called.
D6.
Yeah.
Cool. 1176.
Yeah, I love that. Every time I give them sessions, there's 1176 all over the whole thing. Yeah.
I just say it because it's one of those compressors, and we have one downstairs in Studio X that I don't know. If you're not really paying attention, things can go horribly wrong with it.
Very true, but it also makes
it's a great sounding compressor.
I think it's great sounding, and then not only that, but the way you can really pump things up and still get a distortion, but still sounds great.
Sure. Switching gears a little bit, what about virtual instruments? Do you mess with those at all?
I just recently got the Machine Studio, and I'm in love with that as of right now. But I do have a lot of stuff that I've been using. Virtual Moogs,